This question comes from section 2.3. It's number 4. And the first thing here is we have a graph of this region. It says let R be the region bounded by x equals 14 minus y squared and the y-axis. Find the volume of the solid obtained by rotating R about the line y equals 5. So we have a figure drawn here, the solid when you rotate it around. And it says set up the integral that gives the volume of the solid of revolution. And if we write the integral as this, then we want to know what a is equal to, b is equal to, so our bounds here, and then our integrand. So we're going to put those in place there. And then we will give the antiderivative for the integral. We don't have to put the plus c in there because this is the definite integral. And then we'll give the volume. So let's try this problem. And I'm going to grab a whiteboard to write on. So taking a look at that graph that was given to us, we had this figure. And my y-axis had something like this. And on the x-axis, this was appeared to be 14. So we have something that looks like this. And this is, we're saying that R is the region that's bounded by the equation x equals 14 minus a y squared. So, and the y-axis. So, this is the y-axis here. And so, we're going to be rotating this region around the line y equals 5. So, around this line. And so we get that three-dimensional shape that we see. So this is going to rotate around. So we want to know our A and our B here. And so to find that, what we're going to do is we're going to plug in the value of the 0 for x. And so we would end up with y squared equals 14, or y equals plus or minus the square root of 14. So my A would be the smaller, the lower number, so negative 14, and my B would be the upper bound of the square root of 14. We're not going to write it as decimals, we're going to write it as negative square root of 14 and positive square root of 14. And then we want to find what we're going to be integrating. So we've got our A and our B. And now what's going to be plugged in here? And then it's dy. So we want the integrand that we're going to be plugging in here. So in this one, we're going to use the shell method. And we're going to have horizontal rectangles. So horizontal rectangles like this. And this one has a cavity in the center. So the shell method says the volume is equal to the integral from c to d of 2 pi times y times that function, and then dy. So we got to come up with what we're going to put in here. So we've got the first part already. It's 2 pi. And then we have the function in terms of y. So it's going to be 2 pi times the shell's radius times the shell's height. We have the height, that is the function in terms of y. And then the radius would be our line in the center here, 5, and then minus the y value. So that's where we get that. So that is the second part of that problem. And now let's do some algebra here. We can pull out the 2 pi. And then let's FOIL this. And we will get, we have this, and then let's take the antiderivative, and we'll get 70y minus 5 times y cubed over 3 minus 14y squared over 2 plus y to the 4th over 4. And so simplifying this, this is the antiderivative here. So this is what I'm going to put in place of the next part. So you're going to fill in this. And then finally, we're going to give the volume. So I'm going to evaluate it from negative square root of 14 to 14. So I wrote that out here. And now putting that into my calculator, let's see what we get. And I end up with 2 pi times 349.22, and multiplying that out, 2,194.222494. We are asked to round to 3 decimal places, so that means I want to round here. Look 1 over, and since that is less than 5, I'm going to keep the 2. And so this is the volume of that region R.